There
I don't
he is.
remember. I really don't remember.
There he is. It's cool cat.
Hello.
Hello.
Buongiorno.
Wow.
What's up, B-Man?
What? How do we do this again?
I don't know. I've forgotten.
I don't know.
It's
What
been
I
so
know,
long.
I know our topic for the pre-show though, my good friend. Let's
What?
sit here and talk about Mass Effect. Ruffy, how good is Mass,
Mass
Effect?
Effect.
I
it's
was
excellent.
just talking to a friend about that last night, watching you play it.
Oh, yeah?
I must be the only person that gets this because I know it's a much beloved series. That game just seems dead to me. Like there's no life to it whatsoever. It's like
What?
it feels so like all the conversations are so deadpan and really badly acted. Well, not badly acted, but just there's no emotion in them.
Well-
I just can't get into any of the. I'd like to get into the Dead Space stuff, but not Dead Space.
Mass Effect.
Mass Effect.
Dead
stuff.
Space is spooky.
Dead Space is spooky. Yeah. But I just
Space Resident
the game-
Evil.
Hold on, this
Like
is
you were
gonna mess me
you were
up.
wandering through the big space station thing, and there was stuff going on, but
Oh, shit.
you could have
forgot my
easily
camera's
been
not
walking
there.
through there completely alone. Like there was just I just
Hold on, I'll
get
be
the
right back.
feeling of just deadness to it. There's no like emotion to it. I don't know. Maybe that's intentional. Like darkness of space. Sort of thing. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I know it's a much beloved series and whatnot. I don't get it. What am I doing?
Oh man, I gotta put these up. I thought because it was raining. I could have sworn that I wasn't going to do these.
Jesus Christ. Okay, is my mic
RDT
good now?
won't mute.
Is it okay?
None of you have muted yourself in Sky.
It's
Oh,
looking like London.
I need to mute myself in Skype. What's the problem?
okay, is my mic okay now? Ruff? Is
Yes,
it
but
normal?
RDT still hasn't muted himself.
Yes.
We really have forgotten how to do
Mic
this.
Test 1. Right.
I don't know. I think the problem you're experiencing is, A, you haven't played it long. Oh my God, RDT, unmute please. Oh hey, no more big beard by the way. RDT face
Can-
reveal again.
Damn, look at Nas's
Come on
beard.
now.
RDT, will you mute yourself in Skype?
Shut your mouth.
Can Whispers stop being a scum on Twitch? Like, how do I clear the notification that I've got a Whisper? It's still there. I've
Yeah,
read
I've
the
got that
Whisper
problem.
many,
Yeah.
many times. Could you?
Mass Effect is unbelievable.
Yes, it is excellent. And I think Hammer, your problem is you haven't played it. You have to go in to
No,
Mass
I've
Effect
played it.
1.
I've played it.
How long?
Played Mass
How long?
Effect 1 for like 10 hours. I wasn't.
That's not long
into it
enough.
at all.
That's nowhere
It,
long
it
enough.
should be. It's a game.
Look.
If you're asking me
Okay.
to play more than 10 hours of a game to actually like it,
Did you
that's
ever
a
play
bad
Mass
sign.
Effect 2? I mean, afterwards? Mass Effect 2 is
No,
leaps
why
and
would I?
bounds
The
better.
first one was crap.
Whoa, what?
That usually sets me up. Like, if I go, this first game, I wasn't much of a fan of it, but there's a sequel coming out. I might like that. Let me just plonk my £50 down and purchase that. No, I wouldn't do that. If I don't like something, I'm not going to continue
Well,
to
then it's a
support
wonder anybody bought Far Cry 3, because Far Cry 2 was hated by many people. So, like, you can't... No. Anyway, Mass Effect 2 is
Anyway, I
excellent,
can.
and you're wrong. You're wrong.
How in the world did
it.
Nas end
No,
up
I've
being
got
one
an
of those getting
opinion.
triggered?
No.
Who did you
I've got an
romance,
opinion.
Bruff, if you can divulge that information?
Who did I what?
Who did you romance in Mass Effect?
Liara.
Yeah. Just from a from a technical standpoint, I feel like she just has the most romance content, which I shouldn't be thinking about it like that, but
I
like,
mean, to
there's
be
just
honest,
the most content
I've
there.
played through all of the Mass Effects multiple times, so during my initial playthrough of Mass Effect 1, I romanced Ashley. And then I got to
that
the...
racist? Why?
I know.
Ugh.
Well, I
You
got
just
to the...
had a thing for blondes, I guess.
I thought she was brunette.
Was she?
Yeah.
No, she was brunette in Mass Effect 3.
She
In
was
Mass Effect
brunette
2, I
in Mass
think.
Effect 1, I'm sure.
Was she? I don't know. Look, she's dead. She's on Vermeer. She's Ash now. I don't care. Ashley has turned into Ash. Okay, no one cares about her anymore.
Yeah, well, that was the thing. I had started the romance with her in the first playthrough, and then it got to the point where you had to choose between her and Caden, and
Yeah.
I was stuck on that decision for about 20 minutes because
Yes.
I didn't want to kill Caden. It's the first time a game has ever put me in that position where I was
Yeah.
actually emotionally invested, and I didn't want to kill him, but I'd already started the romance with Ashley. So I ended up killing him, doing the romance with Ashley, but then I played it through for my proper sort of playthrough, and I
Like knowing what you're doing.
yeah,
Playthrough,
and I
yeah.
romanced Liara instead. But then
Yeah, 'cause-
Mass Effect 2, I did the same thing where I had this sort of mini first time playthrough, and I romanced what's her name, Miranda.
Miranda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the actual playthrough, I stayed loyal. But great games. I thought Mass Effect 3, after having played the first two, and then I was super invested in all the lore and stuff, and I'd read all the books. Mass Effect 3 was an absolute masterpiece. It's so good, up until
Yeah,
the
Mass
last
Effect
half
3
an hour.
Yeah,
But-
it gets way more hate than it deserves, I feel.
It was my favorite game of all time because of like they brought in characters from the books. The missions were so varied. They brought characters back from other games. It was the best gaming experience I've had until I got to that final half an hour, and then it tanked.
And then it just
It
all-
kind of just
I'm-
ruined it for me.
I'm super excited because I'm in the middle of Mass Effect 2 now. I'm played through Mass Effect 1 and pretty much did everything, and I'm in the middle of Mass Effect 2 now. I'm like just about to end the first act, and I'm super excited to move to Mass Effect 3 because the time that I played Mass Effect 3, I had no DLC, which means I had no Citadel DLC, and I've heard that the Citadel DLC is extremely important and extremely good. So I'm really looking forward to experiencing that for the first time.
I can't remember what that one was.
It was the one where like Shepard got an apartment on the Citadel.
Oh,
and they
yeah,
had
that
a
was
party
really
with all
good.
the crewmates, and
That was
everything
kind of like
that.
that should be the last
But
thing.
don't
that you do.
spoil. Don't spoil anything for me.
It's no,
Right.
it's kind of more like a swan song for the game. It was their last piece of DLC, and
Yeah.
it's fun.
Yeah, but I'm looking forward to it, and I've got all the DLC for Mass Effect 2 as well. I've done Lair of the Shadow Broker before. That's the only DLC I had when I played through it on 360.
That's
but now I have-
great DLC.
Yeah, that's part of the reason why Liara is such a great romance option too, because you can continue that romance through all the games.
Yeah.
You know? So, but I've never done Arrival either, and I hear Arrival is pretty important in terms of the story. So
Is that the last one they did for Mass Effect 2?
maybe, but I know I've had it spoiled for me. Mild spoilers for those watching the pre-show. Like you're on trial at the beginning of Mass Effect 3, and if you're just playing the game, you're on trial for working with Cerberus. But apparently, whatever you end up doing, and I don't know what you end up doing in Arrival, you're on trial for that
Yes,
instead
you are.
at
yeah.
the beginning of Mass Effect 3.
Yeah,
So
you
that
are.
seems like an extremely important plot point, and I've never played it, so I'm excited to play it.
Yeah,
as
that
well.
was kind of like the final DLC of Mass Effect 2, where they released it kind of years after Mass Effect 2 was released, and they
Mhm.
released it in preparation for Mass Effect 3 to link the stories more.
Okay. I'm very, very excited because I've been I played it for 7 hours yesterday.
Yeah.
I woke up early and I was like, you know what, I'm just streaming. So I played 7 hours of Mass
That's
Effect.
Mass Effect 2.
Just sat there. Yeah, Mass Effect 2.
Mass Effect 2 was great, but
Yeah.
I like Mass Effect 1 better because of when I played it. It was the first game of its kind to
Yeah.
put me in that
definitely.
mindset or care about a game, care about characters, give me that story-driven experience. And I thought it was a great story as well, just the base story.
Yeah.
And Mass Effect 3 was a masterpiece until the final half an hour.
Yeah.
Do
Well,
you
the
know,
thing in Mass
like, what
Effect.
happens?
Go ahead. Yeah, I've played through the trilogy.
Right, okay.
I just haven't played all these DLCs
Right,
yet.
okay.
All these, things that enrich the story more.
Yeah.
So I did one playthrough on 360, so I know the overall story, but it was so long ago, it was back, 2010
Yeah.
maybe. So I only remember main plot points. I don't remember individual conversations.
Yeah.
And then I didn't do the DLC, so I'm kind of. I have it's my favorite type of playthrough to do is where I have enough knowledge to play the game in a manner that is efficient, but I do not have enough knowledge to rob myself of like first experiences in a way, like with the way I'm going to the wiki and plotting which quests I do when, with it's most efficient and everything like that to make the story flow
Yeah.
for the stream.
Yeah.
And those are the best types of playthroughs in my opinion, where it's still a first time experience somewhat for the streamer, but he has enough knowledge not to be a complete potato.
Yeah.
And back to Mass Effect 1, the Mass Effect 1 was an enjoyable story, but Mass Effect 2 and 3 were actually enjoyable games to play, which has been so great playing Mass Effect 2.
Yeah,
and
I
having
think that's
combat
true.
that is
Yeah.
actually fun.
Yeah.
And especially on PC, me being able to use a mouse and keyboard now, it's so
Yeah.
fluid and so nice for me, But it's exciting. It's
remember,
something I've wanted to do forever.
There was that moment in particular that I'll always remember with the trying to choose who dies, but then also the moment where you learn that Sovereign is a Reaper.
Yes.
That moment, the first time I played the game, after knowing nothing about anything and just being sucked into this story,
Yeah,
it
you
was
just
like
thought Sovereign was,
a
a
ship.
Saren ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it was
But
like, oh, what? Really
Yeah,
good.
Vermeer's definitely the climax of Mass Effect 1, that's
Yeah.
for sure.
Great games.
Yeah. The only drawback on Mass Effect 2 in particular is the morality system and how it affects what dialogue options you can have. That's the only thing that I don't like about Mass Effect 2 is how it's percentage based, and it tries to it basically, if you want the higher tier morality options, you have to do one or the other. You can't just make the decisions you want to do. Like the most notable one is probably during Samara's loyalty mission, if you remember that. You got her daughter Morinth is trying to seduce you, and there's a renegade or a paragon option to be like, But if you play the game in a more natural way, instead of just picking paragon or just picking renegade, you don't have enough points to do that. And
I remember
that's
that was
sad.
never really a problem for me because I was mostly doing Paragon stuff.
Yeah,
naturally anyway.
I'm all over the place with
Right.
my playthrough. I mean, I just choose what seems good in the moment, and it's about half and half, really.
Yeah.
And
Great
then, of
games.
course, some Paragon options are more Renegade than the Renegade option. Sometimes, it's pretty unpredictable. Like I picked the Paragon option for some conversation the other day, and I threatened to kill a man if he didn't give me the information. I was like, "Whoa, Shepard, slow down! You're supposed to be good here. You're not supposed to threaten people." But
Great games.
yes, excellent. Anyway, that was my topic for the pre-show. We still got 15 minutes, so.
Well, we don't have to fill every single minute of pre-show with,
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. It's in my.
Have you looked at the
contract. Have you not-
document of the things that we're going to be talking about?
I have. I saw. Did you
Is
speak
RDT
with?
away?
RDT's here. I think he's playing something.
Did you speak with
Hey, what are
MB
you
Hammer
playing?
about scheduling a rant, bruv? Because you have to schedule rants 2 weeks in advance, right?
Oh.
Yeah, this
you
was
speak with him?
immediately after the last podcast, so we're well within
playing
we're
Ryan.
well over 2 weeks.
Okay, so you've talked with him. You've gotten rant approval for the
Yes.
first topic. Okay,
Oh.
good. I was
He
making
added
I
it
was
to
making sure.
the document.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, under your request. Tell you reckon, RDT. Yeah, I do too.
What are you playing? Why
They're
can't I hear
talking
RDT?
about-
UFC.
They're talking about UFC, yeah,
But why can't I hear what RDT is saying?
because he's not speaking.
I said Rocket League, bruh.
Oh,
No.
you've changed.
Playing that car soccer.
Yeah, I was playing that before I started.
Oh, hey, speaking of sports games, I have Madden 19. It's
Is
it's
it
all
any
right.
good?
It's pretty good. I mean, it's a football game. The long shot story mode is hilariously bad. I love it. Like, it's so bad. The characters are so bad. The acting is so bad. Everything's bad, and it's just.
Is
been my
the
dream
voice acting?
Since I was a little boy.
No, no, I'll wait till the show. It's more of a nightclub related topic.
Oh yeah.
But I bought the Sugar Free Nos brought to you by Origin Access. I bought Origin Access. You know, they're like $100 a year subscription service.
Yeah.
Because Madden would have been $60 anyway, so why not? So I'm going to be playing through all of EA's back catalog of awful games, such as the new Need for Speeds and stuff. So
That's
I'm
going to
looking
be the
forward to that.
future, isn't it?
What now?
The whole subscription-based model.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind it. I mean, it's not just their back catalog you get for $100 a year. It's like Battlefield 5 when it comes out, I'll be able to play it. Anthem when it comes out, I'll be able to play it. There was some other game. There was Madden that was coming out Tuesday, like the early release Hall of Fame garbage. I got to play that.
I'm trying to think how long it's been since I've played an EA game.
Yeah, and their whole back catalog.
I can't actually remember the last time I played an EA game.
Like newer games, the Need for Speed, whichever one that's kind of deserty, the not Need for Speed, whatever, the one that's not just the reboot, the next one, and A Way Out. I can play A Way Out, which is a relatively new game.
A Way Out's
like
good.
it.
There we go. That was the last EA game that I played. A Way Out. There you go.
Well, there you go. So,
yeah.
I mean, it doesn't seem like a bad deal. I saw an EA subscription model, and I was like, and then I looked at it more, and I was like, wait a minute, this is actually pretty good. And it gives you all the DLC apparently for the Mass Effects too, as well. So,
I have
like,
to say,
I've
from what you've said so far, I am 100% still not sold.
well, you don't like any of those games,
It's
so
true.
Of course
I don't.
Of course you're not. If you don't like any of the games, you can't be sold.
It's just you're doing such a hard job of selling it to somebody that doesn't really want to buy it.
I'm not selling it to you. I'm just telling
Well, you're
you
trying.
why I bought it. I'm
You're
trying to
trying
justify
hard.
giving
You're trying
EA
to justify your own
$100.
purchase.
Yes, exactly. Because I'm second guessing it. I
Yep.
paid $100 essentially for a football game, so
Yep.
I mean, I'm trying to justify myself here. But it's not that bad of a deal, and I'm looking forward to playing all these bad games and, like, laughing at their racing physics and stuff like that. Should be fun.
Alrighty.
When's your Mass Effect playthrough, bruv? I will remove time from my day to watch that. You need to do one. Not before you do a Red Dead Redemption playthrough, though.
Thing is, the games are so long. I don't think
down
they
there.
suit my streams.
Yeah, you don't stream enough.
You've promised people Red Dead, bro.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
do-
Red
you
Dead
can
I'm
do
gonna
Red
do,
Dead.
but
You should do it in October along with me, and then when I do my multiplayer day in October, you can join in with me on that.
yeah,
Then
but
should
you'll
on
be
that
finished
promotion.
way before I am. I'm sure.
What now?
You'll have finished Red Dead way before. I'll have to start in like September or something.
Well, I mean, you don't have to finish the game to join in my online day that I'll have.
No, but I need to finish it before Red Dead 2.
Oh, yeah. Because I'm doing, like, October's going to be... I'm going to be playing through Red Dead Revolver, getting 100% Red Dead Revolver, 100% Red Dead Redemption, and 100% Undead Nightmare, and then I'm going to do speed runs of all three of those games.
100% Undead Nightmare. Damn, bro.
Yeah. That won't take that long.
I couldn't play Undead Nightmare. It was too spooky for me. I'm not even joking. It was too spooky. Couldn't play it. I don't like spooky games. Don't
too
like
spooky.
games.
Wow.
Too spooky
Yeah.
for me.
It,
I got
not even...
distinct spooky vibes going through the forests.
The only spookiness
Distinct
that I
spooky
got
vibes.
was the low frame rate when we got too many zombies on screen. That was the only thing that was spooky to me.
That was quite spooky as well.
Especially when you go through that trench. What's that trench called? Oh, I should know this. Anyway, you know the trench. You go through there and it's filled with zombies, and you go through there with like Death the horse, like the horse Death, and your frame rate's in the single digits. Is
I got
8+.
I got spooky vibes from Red Dead in general. There's like areas of the game that just seem not quite right. Like the forest between Beecher's Hope and the little
Over
dock
towards,
area.
yeah, over towards.
There's that stranger mission where you go and you help the guy pick flowers and you find
Yeah,
out
that was
his
a great
dead
one.
wife.
That was a
That
great one.
whole forest is spooky as fuck.
Yeah,
it
that's
just
the
doesn't seem right
swamp
at all.
down there. Yeah, it's pretty
Does not
good.
seem right. Plus, there was that time that somebody managed to kill my horse, and then I got absolutely destroyed by the wildlife. Like every single deadly animal just
Cougars,
descended
bro.
on me all at once.
Nice.
Cougars.
I can't wait till Red Dead 2 is gonna have alligators, bro. Alligators.
That's not
Or
good.
crocodiles. That's good.
not a
No, that's
good
very
thing.
good. I
It's
can't
not a
wait.
good thing.
But we'll talk. We're gonna talk a lot about that. Me and RDT, we got this conversation on lockdown.
I
No
remember-
spoilers
I remember
for Red
doing
Dead
the-
2, Red Dead 1 even, Red Dead Redemption 1.
No, spoilers, of course.
I remember doing the legend. Is it the Legend of the West challenges that you did in Red Dead 1?
Yeah, to get the
the
legend of
the hunting challenges.
Oh yeah.
I was on the one where I had to kill a bear with a knife, and,
Yeah.
and I remember like spending ages hunting for bears. Like I couldn't find them anywhere at all. I eventually managed to find one. Managed to kill it with my knife. I turned around and there was like 5 bears beside me. I was like, "Fuck!" Just absolutely destroyed me.
Awesome. See, that's the oh my goodness, that's why that game is so good.
It is a good game.
I remember when that game came out and I was trying to sell it to my friends. I was like, it's so great. You can kill a bear with a Molotov cocktail and then skin it. And they were like, that's not selling me on. I was like, how is that not selling you on? This game is amazing.
Flaming
I remember
bears. Okay.
The best bit about those was those hunting challenges. I loved those hunting challenges.
Yeah, the challenges, all the challenges were great, and they were super
the one
unique.
that I had to do that got me was killing the cougar with a stick of dynamite. That was
Yes.
so difficult. So like I was riding along on my horse and this cougar pops out. I was like, oh sweet, got my dynamite out, threw it downwards at the cougar, which was trying to nip at the horse's legs.
I know what's
The
happening
stick
here.
of
I've been
dynamite,
through this.
the stick of dynamite fucking killed the cougar. Just hitting it killed the cougar immediately. And then the stick of dynamite fell to the ground and blew me and my horse about 25 feet away from the bloody kill. It was crazy. It was crazy. I survived though. I survived. But the cougar died as soon as the stick of dynamite actually hit it. Like, just, they're quite lightweight, the old cougars, apparently.
I didn't know you could just. That's something new for me. I always just held it
the physics
for about 5
damages them
minutes.
as well.
and then threw it.
Nope, physics damages them as well, or so I found out.
I mean, I knew physics damaged things like that, but I didn't know it would.
I
kill the
caught it.
cougar.
I caught it right on the back of the head, and just like a tiny little spit of blood came out, and it just fell down dead, and then it just got blown about 50 miles away. It was great.
See, bruh, are you not sold on this game with these
He's gonna play
non-spoiler stories?
It was
I
great.
didn't hear
Such a
any of
good
that.
game.
I was away getting some
my
water.
God.
You son of a bitch. That's why we need you to be in Skype instead of OBS.
Can't help
Anyway,
it.
take you need to schedule your Red Dead playthrough, bruh. I'm serious. Schedule it. I will take time out of my very, very free schedule to watch. your
I'm
stream.
thinking. I think that I've decided that I'm gonna be doing another week of streaming thing than I did this time. Well, September last year.
Oh, cool.
Ideally, it'll be at the same time as maybe Twitch decide to do some sort of September thing like they did last time.
September.
Push to X
Oh,
amount
yeah,
of subs, the whole deal. And I'll probably
Well, and they've
start.
got the gift subbing now too. Let's just
Yeah.
buy 100 gift subs
Yeah,
at the same
I
time.
just added it to the document. Sub cannons.
Oh, yeah. And I'm thinking that I'll start Red Dead then.
Yeah, you can definitely do just a playthrough of it. You probably how many hours would you stream a day?
I don't know. I can't remember whatever it was last time. Probably 4.
14.
6, 4,
14.
6. Yeah, you could probably finish it in 3 days, I'd say, if you just did a playthrough. Now, if you did a 100% playthrough, that took me 5 days of 6 hours each. So 100% might be.
Yeah, that's not going to
a
happen. I just
little-
want to play through the story, really.
Yeah, 100 really. Most of the content that you experience in 100% is. I would recommend doing all the missions and all of the strangers and freaks, and that's it. And like, you don't have to waste your time with the challenges and stuff like that, because that just gives you cosmetic rewards. Really.
Yeah.
It's not wasting your time. Those are rewarding experiences, no.
Well, they are rewarding experiences, but you don't gain any more story content out of it, you know. But the
Taking
strangers
down
and
three
freaks are
cougars
not.
with a knife.
The strangers are not just like little side missions. They are their own little stories too. So I would definitely recommend playing through those as well.
Okay.
But other than that, you can just kind of do whatever.
Time to start.
Oh, good. Goodbye, pre-show watchers.
Goodbye. See you next time, pre-show club.
You know, those Patreon supporters getting to watch it.
Get to watch it a week early now. Everyone else
Yeah.
gets to watch it a week after.
For watching this a week.
Hello everyone, I'm Bruffy1322 and welcome to... I don't even know what episode this is.